Coming up on the Geeky Gals.
Well, okay, so Thanos made a sacrifice and killed half the population to save the other half. Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
You're Thanos. Ashlee is Thanos.
Hey guys,
It's Macey.
and Ashlee.
And you're listening to the Geeky Gals. I just want to say, I was surprised you started.
I usually never start because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know
for
what to
real.
say.
Before we started the episode, like, when I was sitting on the couch, I was just thinking, what if Ashlee started this time? And I actually wasn't expecting you to. So.
Macey's a psychic.
Okay, today we're reacting to Star Wars unpopular opinions.
And we should probably apologize.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
No.
Sorry.
Anyway. So we're sorry we didn't post this Sunday, and we're changing our...
No, we're not.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're recording on Fridays now, so it won't really matter too much because we're still posting them on Sunday. But...
You didn't even need to tell them any of that. Now they're gonna get confused. We're not publishing our episodes Friday. We're recording them Friday.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, you're confusing them. You could have just said we missed that Sunday.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's because we were both really upset with each other, and we thought this probably isn't the best time to go onto the podcast.
Because we don't want to get on and just be yelling the entire time.
Can you grab my water bottle, please? She brought my water bottle in here, and I left it like a few feet away.
That's called arm strength.
Thank you.
I'm her butler. Just kidding. Butlers are boys. I'm a maid.
Okay. Do you have anything to say before we move on? No?
I'm thinking. Jeez.
Awkward silence.
We were playing volleyball in PE, and I forgot how much it freaking hurts.
No one asked.
You said if there's anything else, and I'm telling you now. And then my friend told me about this horror movie, and it sounded very horrific.
What is it?
It's called The Possessed or The Possessor or something.
People who watched are like...
Cool. She said she wanted to watch the sequel, but it's rated R, so she can't. She said she also liked The Quiet Place, and I've never watched it because I can't.
I just can't. Like,
I can't deal with
I can't. Okay, are we gonna move on?
Fine.
Well, I don't have anything to say. Do you have anything else to say?
Nope.
Okay. Okie dokie. I'm gonna start, okay? Is that okay with you? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I got all of these from Reddit and, how do you say it? Quora? You know those, like, typical unpopular opinion ones.
Oh, yeah.
And some of them are, like, freaking spicy, and I can't wait to share them. Because people get heated.
When I get, like, links to, like, Reddit, and then on my scroll account, and they just don't let me go.
They don't?
It's blocked.
Mine isn't.
Mine is.
Okay.
It won't let me go on Reddit. I'm like, okay. But it lets me go to BuzzFeed, honey. I'm like,
which is, like, almost the same thing. I got some from BuzzFeed, too. Okay. Slashing and burning... Should I read the usernames or just read the...
yeah, just read some public opinions.
Okay. Slashing and burning the extended universe canon to make way for the sequels is very much a good thing, and has brought me back into the fold as a fan. I don't even want subtle nods to any of it in the new films. Edit, okay, maybe Thrawn can be in the background for half a second.
Dude!
That is very unpopular.
Very unpopular. Basically, they're saying they don't want anything to do with the prequels or originals. They just want the sequels.
No? That's not what they're saying.
Yeah.
Do you know what extended universe is?
Oh. Never mind.
They mean, like, books, like Clone Wars and Rebels.
Oh, jeez.
And that's really unpopular because most people want the books to be included. Of the canon books, at least. Because that's where Thrawn was originated from. And that's how he got included in Rebels. And now they're saying they don't want any of that. Which is weird.
Right. Fine.
Make way for the sequels? I don't even consider the sequels canon, ma'am. Sir.
You talk about not wanting Thrawn. I talk about not wanting any of that crap.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I have waters in my mouth. I disagree with that opinion very much. I don't understand. You don't want even Thrawn to be in there?
No, Macy, they want, like, it's okay to have him, like, for half a second.
That's rude, Thrawn. I love Thrawn. Okay, here's yours.
He's a genius.
He is a genius. Now, can you hurry and take the phone and read the next unpopular opinion? I'm kind of worried we're not going to have enough. Hopefully we will. I can always Google more. Read it.
Taking into account only the 6 films, Boba Fett is an uninteresting character that at the end dies in a dumb way.
Oh, he didn't die, though.
Yeah.
People have their minds blown when they see Mandalorian. Sorry if that was a spoiler.
Like, I don't have Disney Plus, but I'm waiting to watch it.
I'm so sorry.
Cool.
I'm sorry. I feel really bad now. It's okay.
But it's been out for
a
year.
I feel like it's not.
It's okay.
I'm not the victim.
I don't really feel bad.
Okay. Here's the thing. Here are my thoughts on it. And I was kind of telling Ashley about
Here's
this.
the tea.
Yeah, you guys. I have so much to share.
Oh
So I've shared this with Ashley multiple times. I do feel like he is overrated, but I don't hate him. I feel like he's a good character.
I mean, Boba Fett.
But like when I was in 5th grade, like everyone was raving it. Like all the boys, all the kids were like, Boba Fett's amazing. Like, oh my gosh, he's so cool. I just want a backpack. I just want everything of him. Like, I never understood the hype. I was more obsessed with like Darth Vader, like Leia. You know, Boba Fett was like
cool.
He's a good character, but he's kind of overrated. What about you?
What did he do that was so special? Like, I'm confused.
I don't know. I think they just liked his jetpack. I thought he was cool. I don't know. If you guys, if there's any Boba Fett lovers out there, please share with us your thoughts on what you think is cool about him. I'm not saying he's not cool, but like,
what is cool about him? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're like, no, yeah, I just hear you freaking dissing my character.
I think Mandalorian made me like him a little bit more. Yeah, but
because he has actual like character development.
And he's I don't know. And Omega's his sister. So it's just Omega brings a whole new importance. I'm like, I love Boba Fett now. I'm kidding. Oh, I just brought that. If you guys don't know who Omega is, she's in Bad Batch. But we're gonna move on for that because we talk about it way too much. So, do you have anything else to share, Ashley?
No.
Okay. Okay, this one's interesting.
Okay.
More controversial than unpopular, since I know some people agree with me, but the Clone Wars is terribly written and a lot of the plots feel forced/railroaded and are incredibly dumb. They had good graphics, good imagery, and some fine characters, but the terrible storylines end up undercutting it at all. On a similar note, Rebels could really stand to flesh out the villains more. Oh, now we're just getting to Rebels, okay. The Inquisitor is the only good one, and he can't stay good for long if all he does is show up, fence Kanan for a bit, nearly thwart the heroes, fell, and say something angry while the good guys fly off into the distance. So we have 2 unpopular opinions here.
Okay, Clone Wars. Okay, you have to fill this. It's full of fillers.
It is. Like, that's what a lot of people said. It's true.
But here's the thing.
What?
So, they said it has horrible, like, what? Just horrible episodes? Horrible story plots?
They call it terribly written, a lot of plots feel forced, incredibly dumb. So they had good graphics and fine characters. But the terrible storylines...
Honey, Ahsoka from that show, there's more than fine characters. The thing is, the whole point of the show was just to show what happened during those, like, what, how many years was it? 7?
I don't know, girl. How'd you know that?
7 seasons.
There's not a...
Did you see me laughing after? I'm like, that was not 7 years.
Okay. I thought you were being serious.
No. I have to say, yes, some of the stories are horrible. Okay. But I mean, come on. Kenobi's love interest came from that.
And she died.
Rip.
Oh, that was you don't know who it is, huh? They start watching that, like,
a lot of people die in the show. And like,
oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a good... There is a lot of fillers, and I understand that. Well, I don't understand why there's a lot of fillers, but I understand where you're coming from.
It ain't a kid show either.
I know.
By the way, speaking of which,
What?
I've been trying to get you to watch it.
Watch Clone Wars? I know, I haven't seen it before. I don't know anything that Ash is talking about.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I want to rewatch it, and I'm trying to get Macy to watch it with me, but she's waiting because it's such a big. What did you say?
Commitment.
Oh yeah,
Because it's long.
she has to commit herself.
It's one of those shows you have to watch in the background half the time because there's so many fillers.
Like, sometimes you just gotta skip it.
That's what I say, but Dad never skips it. He just watches all of them.
He's like, no, stick through it. I'm like, there's no.
Even the droid fillers, those literally do nothing.
Oh my gosh. The one in Rebels is the worst. I can't.
Which one?
It's literally about Chopper. I think R2-D2 shows that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I hate that one.
R2-D2 and then C-3PO on it, and they're on like the bus.
Yes.
No.
Oh, I hate that one. I got so angry watching. I was like, when is this gonna end? It's horrible.
Anyway,
the droid one's the worst.
Clone Wars is a good series, but you have to remember it's a series. It's not meant to be like amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing. It's just describing what happened. It's gonna have a lot of feelings.
I think that kind of leads into Bad Batch because I think the main reason I was okay-ish with fillers in Clone Wars is because they released like all of it in one go, and so it was fine. Bad Batch, if you were counting on an episode every week and you get a filler, of course you're gonna be freaking upset.
Yeah, because you waited this whole week and then you get a filler where they literally do something for Sid.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if they released the whole season at once, I probably would have been like okay with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I guess we're so knowledgeable. We're like little geniuses.
The Rebels thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I did love the Inquisitor, actually. A lot of people hate him. Well, not a lot.
But where's the other villains?
There was the other Inquisitors, which I hated.
Ew.
Other villains. Darth Vader was kind of one.
Then we had Thrawn.
Yeah.
Thrawn, amazing villain, can I just say? He's a genius. He takes keep your friends close and keep your enemies close. You're very literal.
Wait, dude, I don't remember any more villains. Like, major ones. I remember some little ones. But
there was what's his name?
I don't know. Do not know. What does he look like?
The one where he's like, he eventually joins the Rebels.
What? I don't know who you're talking about. Do you guys know what she's talking about? Because I don't. What does he look like?
He has red hair after Ahsoka.
Oh,
after Ahsoka.
Freaking heck. It starts with a C, doesn't it? Oh, Callus, yes. Oh my gosh, sorry. That took me so long.
So wrong. That does not sound
I
right.
actually liked Callus, though.
I liked when he joined the Rebels.
Yeah, me too.
I did not see him, like, coming when he was Fulcrum. I was like, okay.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Yeah, but I do agree about the Inquisitor thing. I feel like they kind of underpowered him. Yeah, he could have been really overpowered.
The story development gets way better in the later seasons.
Yeah, it does.
Rip Kanan, though.
I know, for reals. Read it.
I'm just appreciating the username.
What does it say?
Finicky Pickle. I think Darth Maul is super overrated.
Oh. Excuse me?
He is barely a character, and he gets killed by a Padawan.
Wait, no he doesn't.
Yeah, he didn't die.
People who haven't seen Rebels are like...
Or Clone Wars.
That's true, but like Rebels is like where he died.
I just never saw what was so special about him. Watch Clone Wars and Rebels, please.
Yes.
If you watch the Clone Wars 7th season, it's freaking amazing. Like, I can't. Maul is one of my favorite characters because
me too.
He's so awesome. And he got sliced in half by a Padawan. He didn't get killed. And later he died from the same person.
Who was not a Padawan.
He was a master.
Was he? Yeah, he was. Sorry, I'm freaking stupid. I was like, oh, was he?
Was he?
No, here's the thing. I feel like this person has not seen Clone Wars or Rebels.
They probably just watched the movies.
Because in the movies, Maul is, like, cool, but he's not cool. He's, like, okay.
He's, like,
yeah. He's fine. But when I watched the movies, I was like, he's Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
watch Clone Wars and Rebels for more
Yeah.
development about Maul. Because
Clone
the whole
Wars?
thing about Maul and Savage.
Savage.
Savage. And like the
Literally-
whole Emperor Palpatine thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Rip
Literally.
people who haven't watched Clone Wars and they don't know what they're talking about. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, literally. I see. I always start. Okay, literally. Okay, literally. Okay, literally. So, Clone Wars does Maul so good. Like, I loved him in Clone Wars. He just made the show complete. And Rebels, he was amazing, and that's when he died, not by a Padawan. Freaking.
My master.
This person is so unknowledgeable. Like, they can't even make an unpopular opinion if they don't know everything.
Can I just talk about the fight between...
Imagine still calling him Darth Maul. He's not a Darth Maul anymore.
He's just Maul. Dumb it. The whole fight between Obi-Wan and... By the way, a lot of spoilers if you haven't seen Rebels or Clone Wars. I'm telling them now before... after me. The whole fight between Obi-Wan and Maul in Rebels is very short.
And disappointing.
I thought it was like, hey, they're gonna fight. And then literally, it ended in 2 seconds. Come on, Maul, do better.
Like, that's one thing I'm disappointed about. Is I was really, really looking forward to it, and then it happened, and I was like, oh.
Or it's like, okay.
Okay, we kind of trashed this person. If you're listening, I'm just not listening. This is from 6
Maybe you
years
need
ago.
culture to go watch the show.
No! Here's the thing. We can't really bash on them because they obviously have not seen the shows.
Yeah.
So
yelling at me.
They're like, no, she's not because I didn't yell.
Well, we cut it just then, so there you go.
So we can't really bash on them because I see where they're coming from. Like, if I wouldn't have seen the shows and would have just seen the movies, I kind of would have agreed, probably.
Yeah. But I've seen the show.
He was only in Phantom Menace for like 30 minutes.
And then he got crowned down. Or like, cool.
Okay, this one is short. I think the Millennium Falcon is a hunk of junk. That's it.
Why?
Yeah. What is it Luke says? That's a piece of... Does he just say, that's a piece of junk?
Yeah, well, you gotta give me a reasoning. Why do you think it's a hunk of junk?
I think it's just because it's big and punky, but like, sir, you know, what is it? He said this thing traveled in under 12...
You know what? The Millennium Falcon doesn't need your trash.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon is my favorite ship in the whole entire Star Wars universe. Come at me right now. Have you seen it? Look at the inside. It's so roomy.
For a second, I thought you were saying ship, like, ship.
No.
And then I was like, what in the world do you see? And then I realized, like, a literal ship.
It's amazing. Like, look on the inside. You can literally walk and run and have races.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so amazing.
It's huge. The thing is, like, I saw the measuring, and apparently the Ghost is, like, bigger than the Millennium Falcon, but it doesn't width-wise. And I'm like, what? How?
The Millennium Falcon's huge. Like, I love the circle thing.
But when you, like, think of the Ghost, like, it's pretty big. Like, it has a freaking upstairs and downstairs.
That's true. I think the Millennium Falcon is homey.
And then
that, though.
It has, like, the Ghost has, like, a whole, like, center. Then it has the driving, and then it has the cabin, and then
okay, that's true. Which one do you think is more homey?
Ghost.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the Millennium Falcon's more homey.
We can each have our own ship.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
And
The circle. I love the circle. It's like one just big wraparound thing.
I think it's cool how the Ghost has like the separate ship too.
Yes.
The Phantom, and then the Phantom 2.
The Phantom. Menace.
Oh.
Okay. It's your turn.
Give me it. Oh my. Padme is a useless character. Spell Ahsoka right, please.
They
They put Ashoka.
Ashoka. Wait, that's right.
No, that is not.
Yeah, that is.
Macy, that is not how you spell Ahsoka.
Oh, right. It's A-H. I'm sorry. It kind of looks right at first glance, though, doesn't it?
Freaking no. Ashoka should have been Kosin H to Anakin.
Okay, yeah, I read this one. Just wait.
Then fell into a romantic link. Ew! And somehow get killed due to action or inaction by Obi-Wan?
Let's get down to this. Ignore the romantic part and ignore Padme. Just think that they wanted her to get killed off.
I am dead. is this person?
Like, you're really gonna want to kill off the queen? You're a freaking joke.
Wait, I'm
Just
confused.
kidding, that's
I'm confused
retarded.
with the last part. It says, due to action or inaction by Obi-Wan.
I don't know. I don't understand that.
Like, do you want Obi-Wan to kill them? I'm confused. Like,
I don't know. I'm sorry.
can we keep... No. No.
Hey, at least they did the close in age part. I support you for that. Not just, like, ship them. That's disgusting. But at least they were like, make her older. You gotta respect that at least.
No.
You're like, I want her to be younger. You're just like, I love disgusting relationships.
You're right. I hate it because, no. I do not ever see them together. I am terribly sorry.
I think what they're trying to get at...
And Padme's not useless. She was made Queen of Naboo at age 14, honey.
She's Anakin's boo. Wait, I was trying to go somewhere with that. Naboo. I feel like an idiot. Because the way you said it, you were like, Naboo.
Naboo. Because for a second, I literally thought the planet's name. I'm like, Naboo.
Okay. There is... Padme is literally my favorite Star Wars character up until the very end of Revenge of the Sith. Because why would you die from a freaking broken heart? Idiot. I'm just gonna ignore them. Pretend it's not canon.
I saw a thing on Pinterest, of course. And it said, like, some people just, like, they can die just because they give up on life. And then...
Padme would not do that. It's so out of character.
And then... Yeah. You have children.
Literally...
You're gonna let Anakin do that to you?
That's like Captain America going back in time. Like, that's so out of character. Padme would never do that.
I hate it.
Padme is a queen. I like her more than Leia up until Revenge of the Sith. Like, honestly, she's amazing.
I love Padme.
So
come at me.
The only cheesy part of her and Anakin's relationship is Anakin. Let's be honest here.
Anakin's a creep.
And she is so strong, so independent. She can, like, in Attack of the Clones, remember when him and Obi-Wan are both tied up and Padme's just, like, getting crap done?
I was like, I think she's fine.
Yeah, I love Padme. I don't understand that. So I think that they were trying to say, like, it would have been a cool thing but, like,
that ain't cool.
You're not supposed to fall in love. Like, I'm like, you're not supposed to have romantic relationships as Padme and Anakin are literally having a romantic relationship.
Dude, I saw a thing, and it's like, how in Revenge of the Sith, like, Mace Windu is about to kill. Yeah, you get the gist. And then Anakin's like, it's against the Jedi code. And then Mace Windu is like, if you let me break this one time, then I'll let you have anything you want. And then Anakin's like, will you let me marry Senator Amidala, and then we can transport her to a hospital to have her kids? And he's like, that's very specific, but okay.
Imagine, like, how it should have ended.
Breaks my heart to go into that. Idiot Anakin. Pepper keeps pacing by your freaking door.
I know, it's annoying.
Oh, here's
No, but, like,
is he a freaking horse? I'm sorry.
I can see where they're coming from in a way, but I don't like the...
I don't see where they're coming from. I'm terribly sorry.
Okay. My turn.
Okay.
Okay, this one is interesting.
Okay, let's go.
I don't understand where they're coming from, but I think Duel of the Fates is awful and one of the worst pieces of music that John Williams has ever made.
Wow.
And that it kind of shizzed all over the masterpieces of the original trilogy. Sorry, that took me a minute. By becoming so well known.
This is very unpopular because Duel of the Fates is, like, very famous and very loved.
I love Duel of the Fates. Do you like it?
Yeah.
I think it's talent. I don't know how anyone could ever play that song. Like, it's like, I'm like, I'm sorry. Do you get, like, a freaking
do you get a third hand?
Do you pass out after playing that? Because I would.
So much energy. But yeah, that is an amazing piece of music. And what do you have against it?
Yeah, to be honest.
What are your reasons?
Oh, well, they said that it ruined the original trilogy music, which all Star Wars music is good music. I'm not ranking one over the other. Duel of the Fates is incredible. But I don't know where...
How did it ruin it? I'm confused.
Yeah. I still think the original trilogy.
What do you have
is
against
good.
it?
I think it's Duel of Fates. We're disagreeing with all of these. I just realized. Wait, have we agreed with one? That's kind of bothering me. I kind of want to agree with one.
We're not agreeing with this one.
I'm really not. Let me see. There's the Padme one, the Millennium Falcon, Darth Maul. The Boba Fett one we kind of agreed with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Okay. You get a long one. So look, you're gonna have to scroll, and stop.
No!
Stop at this one. Right. Sorry, I was just instructing Ashley. They're like, cool.
I couldn't even. Oh, it's about Star Wars Rebels is a bad show. Wow.
Okay.
I couldn't even finish 10 episodes before I gave up. The show is so bad. See, what makes this show bad is that there is a lot of filler. We know. Star Wars shows are always like that. I mean, a lot. In the Clone Wars series, episodes are standalone.
The fillers are.
So you can pick and choose which episodes to watch. You want to see Savage Press? Then there are a couple of episodes that explain who he is. But Star Wars Rebels has a lot of fillers. Can you just say... They keep saying filler. Say fillers. It's plural.
Filler is...
No.
Fillers is grammatically incorrect.
I don't know. The majority of the characters are unlikable, except for Kanan Jarrus.
Kanan? Honestly, chef's kiss. Love him.
And Ezra Bridger is the most annoying Star Wars cartoon character ever.
What about, what's his face? Jar Jar. You're gonna place him over Jar Jar?
Cartoon.
Jar Jar's in cartoon, too. He's in Clone Wars.
The Inquisitors and Rebels are laughable compared to the Inquisitors in Jedi Fallen Order. Okay, that's kind of true. The Inquisitors in Fallen Order are like freaking terrifying. I'm sorry.
Okay, but that's true, but you can't really compare. Fallen Order is made after Rebels.
Was it?
Yes.
Was?
Yes.
Mm.
Freaking uncultured. I'm sorry, but Rebels Inquisitor was good. Yeah, the Fallen Order ones were like way better, but like you can't really compare the two because I'm sorry, but
yeah.
Anyway, stop eating food on the podcast when you're talking.
They aren't threatening. They're stale, like bread. And they actually twirl their lightsabers to fly.
Man, I thought that was cool.
Jeez, what's so wrong with that? I would say that Star Wars Rebels is probably my least favorite media. And even the sequel trilogy is better than this.
Honey.
At least it's canon.
They're both canon. I was confused for a minute ago.
Okay. Eating my cracker!
Well, stop eating on the podcast when you're talking. You're literally crunching in their faces. You know how unprofessional that is? That's so unprofessional. See how I'm talking while not chewing? Yeah. Anyway. Hey. Hurry up! My gosh. Okay, first of all, when I was younger, and to this day, maybe not as much, I found those lightsabers pretty freaking epic.
They are pretty freaking epic. Like, okay,
my dream when I was little was to have one of those.
I feel like people don't get that, yes, they are full of fillers. Because they're shows.
Normal shows have fillers, too. All the time.
Are you complaining about that? No.
Like Avatar. You're telling me you haven't seen fillers on that show?
Boston Same Stories.
And, like, even normal sitcoms.
What?
Like sitcoms. Like, there's fillers on those, too.
Yeah.
The Office has plenty of fillers. Yeah. No, I guess in sitcoms it's kind of hard to make fillers because they're all just, like, random. You can't have every episode be a good
Majority of the characters are unlikable. Except Kanan.
I thought Hera and Sabine. Is Hera and Sabine?
Hera? Sabine, freaking amazing.
Zeb's not my favorite. He's
okay. Still funny. I mean, Chopper's like golden.
Chopper is golden. Oh my gosh, he's my favorite droid. Sabine?
BB and R2D2 are like...
Sabine was my personal favorite, other than Kanan.
Yeah.
It went Kanan, Sabine, Hera. I love Hera. Chopper's actually.
And
good. And then
I think Ezra's like 12.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Honey, he's 12. He's not going to be the most mature guy.
He's better than Anakin.
And you only got to 10 episodes?
That's where the worst episodes are. You need to
Come on. At least go through the first season.
I'm not gonna lie, the first 10 episodes weren't the best. But you gotta go through it.
That's when they're introducing the characters.
Yeah. I promise it gets better. Person who's probably not listening. Just trust us.
Get better.
Okay. You're reading it? Oh, I thought you were reading the next one.
No, idiot.
Okay, my turn. Okay. Reylo isn't a romantic. I think if they meant Reylo isn't romantic. Mm-hmm. When someone says you're nothing to anyone, only to me, that's a giant red flag even in a fantasy universe. Talk about freaking
That's
toxic.
freaking possessive. Honey, that is not okay.
I don't like Reylo at all. I've already shared my thoughts on this.
It's okay.
It's not. It's horrid. Makes me want to freaking
You want to
vomit.
come at me?
It makes me want to vomit.
Whoa.
I don't like Reylo at
Whoa.
all. Like,
I'm trying to think of something that's worse.
But you can't.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Like canon, not ships.
How about Anakin and Ahsoka?
That's a ship. You need to do canon. Because Reylo's canon.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, it's okay.
It's sucky. It's trash. I'm sorry, all you Reylo shippers, I stan you, I love you, but you need to kind of, like, not ship them.
I'm not hating. I think it's okay.
I'm not hating either. It's just, it's kind of disgusting. Imagine someone coming out one of your ships. Like, imagine someone being like Thorn and Crest or Vomit. Like, cool.
I shipped them a little. Not as hard as some other people.
That kiss in Rise of Skywalker made me want to freaking... I rolled my eyes so hard in the theater. I was like...
So we got a hard no and a little.
Yeah. It's so... I don't know.
Hey, we agree on.
Fanfiction universe went cray on that.
Jyn and Cassian have the potential to be the most compelling romance in Star Wars. Whoa. As it is, I prefer them to the other Star Wars couples.
Okay, I have some thoughts on this one. Okay, I ship them. I think they would be cute. But Rogue One does not need romance.
That's not what it's for.
Yeah. And I'm glad they didn't. When I first saw it, I was like, please tell me. Like, I think they'd be cute. I'm not saying they'd be gross. I think they would actually be cute. But the whole time I was like, I really hope they don't put them together because that would kind of...
They were friends. I mean, they hugged at the end. That's cute.
Like, you don't need a romance in every Star Wars movie.
Yeah. I'm still traumatized by Attack of the Clones, boys. If
they got together, I wouldn't be... I'd be upset for the movie's sake, but... I think they were good as just friends. So... Yeah. Any more thoughts?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, this one cracks me up. I had to read this.
Oh, and I don't get to read it.
I actually didn't read the whole thing. I only read the title, and I was like, I need to save this.
Is this the one that you were telling me about?
Yes.
I don't get to read it?
I'm sorry. Okay, ready, guys?
I got to read the freaking Jyn and Cassian.
Oh, this one's long, too. You got to read the Rebels one. That one was long.
Just go.
Okay. The title is The Rebels Are the Bad Guys. Meaning not just Star Wars Rebels, but like Leia, all them. Okay. Oh my gosh, it cracks me up. I just read the title. I was like, I have to read this. Most of their actions are downright acts of terrorism. The destruction of the first Death Star caused millions of Imperial deaths, and not all of them were stormtroopers, TIE pilots, Imperial officers. There were also the cleaners, maintenance workers, and cooks. Okay, there's cooks. Actually.
How do you think they eat?
I don't know.
I mean, this is like a full-fledged hotel.
Okay. And the
Darth Vader's got to eat somehow. Wait, he doesn't eat.
Did you plan that? Oh my gosh.
I was going to say, I'm like, wait.
And the destruction of Alderaan was at least partly justified. I'm sorry?
How?
You want to kill
Keep going.
Okay. Once the rebels saw the true power of the Death Star, they were supposed to be intimidated, automatically led to lay down their weapons and know that the threat was too powerful for them. Instead, they retaliated. Think of it as a couple of suicide bombers. Suicide bombers destroyed the American Pentagon. Okay, we're just getting really into this. Military leaders, Grand Moff Tarkin, are killed. Yes. Thank you for letting me.
I have watched Star Wars.
Standard soldiers and civilians are killed, regardless of their fighting capabilities. Another action that supports my opinion is the liberation of Lothal.
This is going on a whole paragraph.
Wait till you get to this one. Is the liberation of Lothal. So the end of Rebels. We're getting into this.
Hey, I'll stand you. You watch the show.
Yeah. Although I don't watch Rebels. Oh.
I disappointed you.
I'm dying. I didn't.
How did you know about that then?
Let me see. Although I don't watch Rebels, I've heard of it through YouTube / Wikipedia. Basically.
I'm so done.
Okay, so they watch clips of it. That's good. At least you're not just basing it off of, like, fan fiction. Basically, the rebels lured all of the Imperials on the planet into a huge dome.
Yes, that's what they did.
I started swallowing you and laughing. I was like,
my throat hurts.
Then they lifted the dome high above the city and blew it up. None of the soldiers are given a chance to surrender. Plus, since it was above the city, debris probably kept falling down upon the streets and people, killing countless more civilians. I thought Rebels was a kid's show. Sorry, the debris. Okay, I'm just imagining all. Okay. Once the Empire fell and the rebels established the New Republic, the galaxy became even worse. As evil as it might seem, the Empire did truly The Empire did truly bring order and peace to the galaxy. I'm sorry.
Let me break it down. Is that it?
No, there's more.
Oh.
Which would have stayed if not for the Battle of Endor. You mean the battle that saved millions of people? Okay. I'll just move on. In Legends, the New Republic... We're going to Legends now. The New Republic is Ravager... Sorry. By the Yuuzhan Vong. I think I said that right. I don't know. Since their military... How do you say it? How do you say it?
How am I supposed to know?
Okay, I'm sorry if I said it wrong, okay? Since their military was far weaker than the Empire's, the Empire would have obliterated the Yuuzhan Vong, or at least been able to hold them back with much less of the losses than the Republic had. I did not understand a word they just said. In canon, they let the First Order assemble dozens of Resurgent-class Star Destroyers, as well as several How do you say that? Dreadnoughts?
Yeah, I think so.
Kidnap thousands of children from multiple worlds for their stormtrooper corps. Wait, that was the Empire.
Hey, I'm done. Are you...
Oh, they let the Republic let the First Order do these stuff. Which, did they let them?
No, they probably...
Necessarily.
That's the thing. Is like, I was just talking to Macey. The Senate is still alive. And they literally...
There's more.
And they literally just like, I know, Macey, I'm just talking. And they literally... Empire does this all behind their back, but how do they not realize that the little galaxy is like... trauma?
I know.
Do better.
And build worlds for the Stormtrooper Corps, and build Starkiller Base right under their noses. The New Republic had only the slightest inkling of that, if that, of these actions. Most of the senators and officers believed that the First Order was much smaller than it really was, and so consequently caught off guard and obliterated when Starkiller Base wiped out the Hosnian system. Was life for the common alien? Remember, the Empire held humans in higher regard than aliens. Better under the New Republic than under the Empire? Of course. But was the galaxy truly safer in the hands of the New Republic? No. That's the end.
No.
That's the end.
Okay.
That was long.
First point they made was...
terrorism. The destruction of the Death Star, because they said that by killing people, it's supposed to intimidate the rebels, but instead they did the right thing and were not intimidated and held their grounds like a good rebel should.
Okay. The Death Star, basically, here's the thing they don't get. War, you gotta make sacrifices. Obviously, the rebels can't save everyone. And the Death Star is killing planets.
I think this is Team Iron Man right here. This is a Team Iron Man person.
Oh, yeah. They're killing more people with the Death
really
Star.
Rude. I just realized I'm calling people out who literally people who are Team Iron Man are like, so you're calling me a murderer. I'm sorry.
Literally, here's the thing. The Death Star would have taken way more lives than if the rebels hadn't taken the Death Star down.
Mm-hmm.
They had to think, well, would I rather have like 5 million planets die or take down the Death Star and sacrifice a few lives for 1 million more? Sometimes you gotta make those decisions.
And so, it's not like Leia enjoyed watching her freaking home planet crumble and die.
That's the thing. Where was the reasoning for the Alderaan thing? What was the reason?
What cracked me up was the rebels. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but like they kind of have a point. They don't have a point, but they do have a point. What was your thought process by hiding it in a dome and blowing it up on top of a city?
Thing is, they were desperate at that point because their plan had gone south.
That's true.
So they were like, well, how do I take this down? And by the way, they did give them a chance to surrender.
Mm-hmm.
Many times.
They did, actually.
And so they're like, well, shoot. Well, we got to hurry and do this before it goes out of hand. And so they hurried. And yeah, blowing it up probably killed a lot of people.
But a big chunk of a ship just comes flying on a family. Sacrifice. Like, kill other people and you'll be fine.
No. It's not like that. Please don't kill other people. Please don't. But here's the thing. Let's all prospered after that. So, I mean.
Well, Thanos was sacrificed half the universe to help half the universe. Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
That's not what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. You're Thanos.
Genocide.
You're Thanos. Ashlee is Thanos. That's going to be the title.
War causes sacrifices. Thanos just decided.
I know, I was teasing you.
I am not Thanos. Don't call me
And
that.
then they went into Legends, and I'm sorry, I wasn't following.
Okay, here's the thing. Yes, it probably killed more civilians, but if the Empire kept going, how can you stand for something that literally killed millions of lives?
Exactly. Like, for reals. I'm sorry.
Why do you feel the need?
I'm sorry.
You should be. Anyway.
Ashlee, stops freaking slapping me. Rude. Wait. I'm sorry. Are you done? Because I want to get into how they
Spit it out. I'm gonna smack you.
Just kidding.
Spit it out.
Okay. How I can't say it anymore. I can say it. I'm just scared to say you know what again because the thing I was repeating because I have to say it to get to my point.
Go.
I'm just confused as to why. Oh, I don't have to say it. How they thought that it was the New Republic's fault for the New First Order or New Order.
Did they form that? No.
But like, I don't know.
How are they supposed to know that was forming?
Yeah.
Sorry? I'm not a psychic.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, this person has some points.
This person does have some points.
We're not, like, totally obliterating.
But I'm not sure this person is okay.
I don't know either, to be honest.
This is probably like, I'm sorry, but you're not okay.
Here's yours. I don't know how far it goes on. Let me see. Wait. Wait, yours is long too. Wait a minute. Let me
Hey.
see. I want to see something. Okay, yeah. Yours. This is the last one.
Picture.
This is the last one, guys. So you got
Ready?
a long one too.
Ready?
Me. Yes.
Revenge of the Sith is a better movie than Return of the Jedi.
I agree.
That's unpopular.
I know. Lots of people love Return of the Jedi. Did you know that? Like, it's their favorite. I'm like, that's okay.
I know. I'm a terrible person who has no taste, but let me try to explain myself.
You have excellent taste.
You're absolutely fine. Revenge of the Sith is an action-packed extravaganza that's surprisingly nuanced. Nuanced?
Really?
In its execution. This person, grammar, A+. No, it's not a perfect movie, obviously.
None of them are.
And there are a few infamous moments that are facepalm worthy. However, these moments are far fewer and further between than in the other two prequels. Not only does it move at a much quicker pace than the other two prequels, it also tells a much more compelling story.
And
The found out... You cut off something, you see. The found out Darth Vader was Luke's father. How? How did this happen? How did Vader go from Jedi Knight to one of the most ruthless monsters in the galaxy? Did you really scribble that out, child?
I thought it was funny, so I thought you'd laugh or whatever.
Well, we gotta see it, and it was quite satisfying in my opinion. Perfect? Oh, heck no. As I said, Revenge of the Sith has its problems, but overall, its positives far outweigh its negatives. Return of the Jedi also has its problems, though quite honestly, I think its problems weigh it down more than those in Revenge of the Sith. Okay, so what are Revenge of the Sith's main problems? Probably its sometimes rushed pace. Anakin's actual turn is a little abrupt.
It is.
I had a nightmare.
It's like, I want to be Sith.
Let's turn to Sith today. And the still sometimes wooden dialogue, though even this is done much better than in the other two prequels. Return of the Jedi's main problems, lack of originality and lack of focus.
And lack of amazing freaking duels.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
That's not even the worst of it, though. The worst part is that surprisingly large chunks of Return of the Jedi are, well, boring. The main culprit is, in this respect, are the scenes of Endor, from where they land to when Luke tells Leia he's her brother.
I'm your bro.
He only then tells her? Honey.
Just kidding. Yes.
Wow, okay.
He finds out then.
That's
Ding
weird.
dong. Freaking stupid. He literally brushes to tell her. It's not like he was keeping it a secret.
Okay. This part of the movie just isn't all that interesting to me, and it isn't particularly gripping or important to the story. This is especially true for the parts when our heroes are captured by Ewoks. I mean, come on, even for the first-time viewer, we know our heroes aren't going to be eaten by Ewoks. Though these scenes contain a funny line or two, I've always loved hands.
Speak English. Speak.
Then why don't you use your divine influence and get us out of this line? For example, they ultimately add nothing to the overall story except for some justification as to why the Ewoks showed up in the final battle, which honestly is kind of stupid in and out of itself.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I agree with this. I'm not a huge fan of Return of the Jedi.
I very much agree with this.
Honestly, Return of the Jedi bored me.
Very much.
Like,
Very much.
I'd rather watch Phantom Menace and Return of the Jedi are probably the two most boring Star Wars movies. And I feel kind of weird saying that because lots of people think Return of the Jedi is their favorite movie. Like, how? How? To be honest. It's...
Revenge of the Sith is an amazing movie. And yes, there are cringy parts because no movie is perfect.
Obviously, the prequels were written with very cringy lines, but fine.
But it's an amazing movie. It has amazing duels. It has amazing things.
Has the second best Star Wars duel in Star Wars history.
It's the first.
The Clone Wars. Ahsoka and...
I know. I was kidding.
Okay. You're like, I was kidding. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I agree with you. I love how this person was scared. They were like, I'm sorry.
I was thinking this one may be too big, but it actually fits.
We're talking about something completely different. Don't confuse podcast listeners.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, is there anything else? Are you itching to say one of your own Star Wars unpopular opinions before we get off? Because I had mine, but I don't remember what it was.
Imagine if you see an unpopular opinion and it's like Luke and Leia would make a perfect couple, even if they are brother and sister.
Incest? Are we gonna go there? Oh my gosh. Is that your unpopular opinion? You're just like trying to cover it up?
No, that's horrid.
They would have been a cuter couple if they weren't related. Like, they would have been a cute couple if they were not related by blood. Okay. Yeah. So.
Have you guys seen the Bob Ross documentary?
Oh my gosh. We're not talking about that.
Yeah.
We're talking about Star Wars.
Listen to the radio.
I was telling Ashley this already. It's not really an unpopular opinion. I'm sure lots of people agree with me. The prequels are better than the sequels.
Yeah.
I'd much rather watch the prequels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swap Phantom Menace and Force Awakens, though. I'd rather watch Force Awakens than Phantom Menace. But that's it. The other sequels are done. So, yeah. Okay, well, we're going to get off now.
Goodbye.
I hope you guys have a wonderful week.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, we'll come back Sunday. Next Sunday. So, goodbye.
That.